Hey, 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 good morning, good morning. I keep perfecting this page a little bit, but I have been working with 2 clients this summer and I have gotten educated on the importance of letter recognition. And I wanted to kind of explain that a little bit. Some of the kids, I worked with one kid that's second grade and one kid going into first grade. And as I started to teach them to read, I realized that they know the letters, but they don't really know the letters. I mean, it's kind of like, the best way to explain it is like they need to know their letters so well that they don't have to think about it at all. And that has to happen before they can learn how to read. And if they're stalling at all on like, oh, that letter, yeah, I know it, what's the name of it? If they're stalling at all, then that means you need to go back to alphabet recognition and what to help them with that. So we have a little chart here, and maybe I'll work out a way where I can give away a little chart that's kind of like this. But you can get the little plastic letters, and they can start putting the plastic letters on this chart. So in other words, here, you've got these little plastic letters, and they can start naming the letters and putting them on the, let's see if we can see that a little bit better. Yeah, naming the letters and putting them right on there. They can start doing that. But just putting them on there is one thing, but they have to actually name them too, because some kids will know the sounds and they won't know the letters. And some kids will get confused as to which letter is which because they're kind of similar. So it's really important that you do that. And if they're just putting them on here, you're not going to have any clue as to whether they really know them or not. So that's one thing. And then the goal is, you've got this out and you've got this. The goal is for them to put all of these letters within 2 minutes. So you could set a little timer and you could say, hey, let's do this and let's see if we can do this in 2 minutes. And that's the little goal, is to get them there so that they can easily identify letters so well. Now, last but not least, you're going to encounter some kids that don't know the difference between certain letters. They don't see the difference. And that's the hard part about it is, for example, this. Look at these 2 letters. They look almost alike, except when you flip them, they look almost, the same. So it's really hard for them to kind of get the idea of how these letters are different. And the same way with an O and a C, or a Q and a C. I just pulled out the Q. They don't know what the difference is. And sometimes just by visually looking at the letters, they're not going to get the letters. They're not going to really understand the difference because they're not going to see the difference. Because especially kids who struggle to read, they think big picture. So they just automatically think this might be an O. And they don't see the slight little bit of differences. So we have to kind of teach them about that. And one way that I've found is to put the little letters in a little bag like this. And then you have them go in there and they feel around and they say, I wonder what this letter is. It has one straight edge on the back. And then it has, let's see, it has one little hole in it and another little hole. So then as they're trying to describe it, they need to guess, oh, I think that letter might be, and they can look at this little chart if you want to. They can have, I think this letter might be B. And then they pull it out and then they look at it and they're like, oh, it's not B. What's the difference? And then they have to go in and try again. So they put it in again because they didn't get that one right. And they go in and they pull out another one. And when they pull out another one, they say, ooh, this one has 2 straight legs and it's going side by side. So this one might be L. And you're getting them to look at it, look at the letter in a different way. And this is a multisensory way for them to understand their letters. So that will help you, especially with letters that they have difficulty with. And like I said, you've got to get them to where they can understand those letters exactly correct. So make sure you follow me on my YouTube channel. I'm going to do a lot more reading tips there and share more about Usborne Books and more and all what's really cool about that too. So thank you again for being here, and chime in the bottom in the comments and let me know what resonated with you. What was one really cool thing that you really liked about my video? Okay, talk to you soon. Bye.